Coach, it is something not seen all that often in these parts. Playoff football in North Carolina. We've got it at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte.
Ahead will decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Detroit Lions and the Carolina Panthers.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready, get ready. I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Ready.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Great. Watch twins.
Now Newton. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. From the 50, Stafford. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
Set. 260. Here we go. 32. Watch the width.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs.
Hey, let's go. Check right. 59 mark, 59 mark. Check.
Stafford. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like your shot into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. The 40. Past the 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick six and that decent field position and throwing that pick six, we'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Now following the interception, here's Newton. Escaping the pressure right. Taking a shot for Samuel. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. That one good for 33 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Out of the gun, Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Just 3 catches in the wild card victory for him a week ago, and now he's got his first here, and it's good for a first down.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
He made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
Stafford on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. Give him 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Monday.
Throwing is Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
54, right there, 21. Easy.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A Hall of Fame coach once said, there are no medals for trying. And that wasn't a trying effort, was it? That was a winning effort. How about that great catch?
Excellent. They know, hey, you lose this game, you get a ding or 2. You got 7 months to heal. They're going to go all out. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. Touchdown, Carolina! Christian McCaffrey, 74 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. And that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Johnson, and he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Johnson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Mike, check. 59. Here we go. Here we go.
20, 22. Hey, wahoo.
Play action. Stafford. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Stafford now to throw. Screenplay, Anderson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Mario Addison in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting to
base. That is how you flip field position. That's it.
Inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Gun.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coach been standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Taking a shot for Samuel, and this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball.
And they missed an opportunity.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Newton now to throw. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And now he'll tuck it and run. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
Ready. 180.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. It's Ross Cockrell that time that made the tackle.
180.
They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Sit. 180. 8.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Shoot. Great.
From the 50, Newton. It's hauled in by Torrey Smith. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. Smith catches left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
8.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Panthers. Olsen. Greg Olsen. As time expires in the first half. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen, but when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They show great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They give to Johnson going right. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Johnson. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's taken down inside the 30. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down. On first down, Stafford here. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice, get rid of it, live to fight another down.
The second down play. Not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Mario Addison able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is. Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on fourth down, a change of possession anyway. On first down, it's Newton. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. And now it's second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his second touchdown of the night. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main guy.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On first down, it's Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's Stafford.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jarrad Davis charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. The shotgun snap for Newton. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. They got his man complete. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 1st down throw. Stafford. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Sliding out of the pocket. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. K'Wan Short. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. It'll be a gain of 17, but even with that, they'll be well short here for 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Now Stafford. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The
interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And he's got his target. That's more. Well, that's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a give, right side, McCaffrey. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Six guys.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. This is McCaffrey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Defensively, they know the situation. They stacked the line. Heck, that was a goal line set right there.
And it's the right play for them, exactly what they have to do. They want to take away every gap, every crack, and make sure no one can get through it. But here's the deal, though. You've worked on offense all year long about these types of defensive fronts. And if they can penetrate it at all, your runner has a chance to go a long way behind.
It could be a house call. The Panthers on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Newton. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But
pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Omaha, ready, move. 5.
Here's Stafford. And he's going to go down again. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Back to throw, Stafford. He's going to let it fly.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. That was Dante Jackson, the one who got a hand in to knock it away. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards.